Welcome to Straight Outta Jersey. Today's podcast is brought to you by Ace Sunglasses. Go to acesunglasses.com.au to purchase some of the best shades around. Use promo code MRG30 and receive 30% off selected brands. That's Ace Sunglasses, the shades of true champions. And don't forget to subscribe to Straight Outta Jersey, hosted by... Powered by the Zapata Brand Studio. Straight Outta Jersey with Jersey Jay-Z and the Freak of New York, Gregg Valentino.
What's up, guys? It is Joe Zapata, Jersey Joe Zapata. I am here live October 10th. And I'm with my boy. Everyone knows him, the legend himself, bodybuilding icon, Gregg, the Mirror Everyone Freak, Valentino. What's up, Gregg?
I'm with my granddaughter.
What's going on?
Uh-oh. We got, looks like John Libby is going to be joining us from Serious and Serious Bodybuilding. What's up, John? We can't hear you at all.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know what's going on.
No, it sounds like coins and shit. Like, you know, when you're in I'm in a casino. It sounds like I just won.
How about now? Can you guys?
I heard him there.
Everyone just says an echo.
Fuck me.
There's an echo going on.
How about this? How about now?
I got to move you from the stage for a second. You guys, can you hear me? What do you echo at all?
I don't hear any echo. I hear fine.
Fine.
My girlfriend's mother must be around because that echo's coming from her vagina or her asshole.
All right, guys. I'm going to try and do some stuff here because they're saying there's an echo on my end. I don't know why. We're going to try and get through this. All right, but of course this is going to happen on the show I do. So first, before we get done to people in the chat, we have a big thing going on. Big Lenny obviously passed away, bodybuilding. We're going to talk about him. We have the Mr. Olympia this weekend. We're going to talk about that. But let's do some house cleaning first. We had a big weekend. Maria got married. You know that. That's Maria and her husband Thomas. So we want to congratulate Maria and getting married.
Congratulations, Maria and Thomas. That's Joe's basically, I guess it's his stepdaughter, kind of.
Yeah, you can say we love her, and now Thomas is part of the family. So if we hear anything bad from Maria, me and Uncle Gregg and maybe Uncle John are going to jump in the Cadillac with 2 shovels, some duct tape and rope, and we're going to be over there in Milwaukee.
Uncle Louisville Slugger will be with us.
Here's another beautiful picture of Maria.
There you go.
Another beautiful picture of Maria. While we were at the wedding, and we're still having some technical problems here, we had Morella had to met her godson, Matt Crosby. Him and his wife Emily were there. Their 2 daughters, Skylar and Ellen. Skylar was in the wedding party, and as soon as I saw him, I knew he was a bodybuilder because he was pretty large. Big legs and everything. He's a fan. He actually went through some, a little bit of a sickness. I don't want to go through his personal life, but he did have a little sickness, but he went into bodybuilding. I'm going to show you a picture, Gregg, before and after. Wow. Look at this picture.
Nice. Wow. What a difference.
Yes. He won the Jay Cutler Classic on the right, and he looked great. He looked phenomenal. From what he was to what he became.
Nice job.
Yeah, look at this. Look at these shots here.
Nice wheels, like the legs. Nice.
Look at the most muscular pose.
Looks great.
Yeah, he looks really great. So that his name is Matt Crosby, up and coming bodybuilder. His wife is also a fitness model, I believe. So I'm going to give them a shout out, and I want Matt to come on to see when he's ready. Yo, what's up?
I gotta fix your shit.
Yeah, you maybe want to help me.
I'm driving.
That's
but
George.
What I'll do is I'm gonna go on the back end of the studio. I'm gonna try to hit the echo cancellation. You must have opened that up.
Okay.
Give me about 5 minutes.
All right, 5 minutes.
The shit I do for this stupid show.
I'll tell you, George. I'll tell you.
Thanks, my brother. Thank you, George.
All right, let me see. I got to get out of this stupid thing.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're having just a million things going wrong today.
Huh?
So we're having a million things go wrong, George.
How does it sound? Do I sound any better?
Yo, do me a favor. Kick me off the stage.
I will. I'll kick you off. Hold
Greg,
on.
do I sound any better?
You're a little echoey now, but don't worry about it. I think George is going to fix that. He's saying it's something that Joe did.
He's saying I did something. There's echo something in the background or something. I don't know what the fuck I did.
If you go to settings and you go to audio, there should be a click that says you go to audio. It says echo cancellation. It should be clicked.
We're for you guys watching this. We're very professional.
Yeah.
I'm a professional.
I don't know.
I'm a professional. Okay.
So did you go to settings
Okay. Hold on.
I let my grand
Settings.
and then go to audio
Isn't she
Audio.
pretty?
and then it should be a box that says echo cancellation.
Okay, I think I got it.
You click that.
Just like her mother.
How's that now?
What's that?
I did it. I went to
Same
settings.
It sounds absolutely positively the same.
Yeah.
And they can hear us. Fuck them. You know.
I hit the echo cancellation, so it should work now.
JZ.
Yeah.
All right, you got to bounce out,
Okay.
or if you can see your settings,
I did it.
it's got to be echo cancellation.
Okay, I did it.
Yeah, look at Greg. Look at Greg laughing like a fucking little
It
weasel.
sounds like you're good though, Joe.
All right, let me remove my.
I'm a
Oh,
troll.
there he goes. I'll take over this conversation.
There you go, George. George, show him.
Yo.
Show him how a professional does it.
All right,
me
I'm
show
back
you.
in.
Go ahead.
All right, can I feel better? Is it better? No echo?
It sounds better.
It does. It does sound better.
Okay, sounds better now?
Yes. Even
Okay.
John sounds fine to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good. All right. I think we got something settled here. I don't know. Well, let's see how we go from here.
Because we're professionals.
All right, so we got a lot of people in the chat. We got Dan Sinella, John Mancini,
What's going
Matt
on,
Crosby.
guys?
There he is.
Matt.
We were just talking about Matt.
How you doing, Matt Crosby? What's going on? You look great, by the way. Joe just showed pictures of you.
Yeah, I showed the
You look
picture.
great.
I'm going to show it again.
Absolutely, great job.
For John. This is
I knew you were gonna go to Jay Cutler. I would have gave you if you.
he won the Jay Cutler
He looks great.
Classic.
Who's that?
Matt Crosby. He's my girl's godson.
So you
Oh,
look
very
great.
cool, man.
Yeah, very good job.
Yeah, it does. It's great.
I love the wheels, Matt. You look really good. Nice V taper too.
Yeah.
Yeah, some great pictures of Matt. He looks really good. Hopefully, I can get him on, and we'll talk about some of the shows.
Joe, how old is Matt again?
I believe he's 33, 32, 33.
Nice, and I liked the before and after. That was really nice.
Yeah,
Very
before and
impressive.
after. This is when he was sick on the left, and when he is now. He was very sick.
What was he? What did he mean? He was sick? Yeah.
I don't want to really talk about. He was very sick, though.
All right, let me ask you, how long? How long is this transformation here?
Hey guys, guys,
What's up?
Yeah.
real quick. It's on Joe's end. So Jay-Z, just shut up. Just talk when you have to. Because the other two are fine. Greg is fine, and our guests are fine.
Okay.
That's
So just
because
talk.
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, you two are fine, but Bozo over there, who leads the show, is causing us to all fuck up. So just,
Yo, Greg, I wrote a shoot for you today, Greg.
I like that. I like.
You like
that.
it? I got a guy. It was either this one or you. Yes, I got
all right, so kick me off.
Yes.
George, George, I
just
just want to say, George, I know you're still watching this. That's because Joe's constantly, every 5 seconds, you always see him doing this. Even before he gets on, you see him.
Actually, say something good at Joe. Say that again. Say
What
something.
Hello?
Sounds like you're at Yankee. Sounds like you're at Yankee Stadium. Now batting.
It
Number
sounds like-
24.
Derek
Jeter.
And it sounds like you're
Jeter.
my girlfriend's mother sitting there with her legs open. Hello, hello, hello. What's in there? What's in there?
Yeah.
I'm going to let you two talk. I'm going to bounce out, see if I can bounce back in.
All right. Okay, we'll take it over.
This is very professional. So, okay, now we were getting back. Matt, that was so Matt's saying that was a 7-year transformation. So now, don't mind me. I can't see shit, so I got to stick my nose up to the computer. I was diagnosed with stage 3 testicular cancer.
Hey,
wow.
Wow.
That's a great comeback.
Yeah,
that
really.
Awesome. Wow. And what else is he saying? I can't see what everybody else here is saying. That's the first time Gregg's mic has ever been quiet. You guys are funny. But anyway, no, Matt, that was you look really great there, man. You know, for 7 years, that's to go from, you know, just average, so to speak, to test cancer. I sound like my doctor. My doctor's like, are you taking testosterone? I'm like, no, it's testosterone. Anyway, but no,
Hello?
Joe, I don't know where you were, but 7 years.
7 years?
7 years, Trent. That's a great to win the Jay Cutler Classic too. That's a pretty good shot, man. Good job.
Yeah.
Matt.
Well, Matt put it down there, and I didn't want to talk about it, but that was it.
Good thing you didn't go to my doctor, right, Joe? Dr. Vinny Boombots.
Dr. Vinny Boombots.
Dr. Vinny Boombots. Oh.
That's Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah,
so all right, so I think what's the saying? Okay, Greg.
Did you talk about Big Lenny?
John is saying my mic is low. That's on your end because my mic is.
John Mancini. Tomorrow night and Saturday night, I'll be on Orange Muscle, but I still don't know what time I texted and Kamali and everything else. So it better not be before season because
Okay, I was just trying to read these things here. Okay, guys, we're getting we're kind of like really being professional.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. So, but anyway,
Go ahead.
Big Lenny, guys. Poor Big Lenny. I had just talked to him a couple weeks back after his mom died. You know, and he was talking with me, and you know, because you know, I know Lenny very well over the years. He's always been supportive of me. He was a really good guy, and I feel bad that happened to him. When I saw him in the hospital, the video that John Bravo put up, I could see the yellow in his eyes. That's what I looked like when I was, in that getting that ERCP and shit done. That was bad, man. My eyes were friggin' yellow like that.
Wow.
But the poor guy, you know, he was a good guy. Listen, I feel like a lot of people used him like a whore, so to speak, on their, put him on the websites and put him everywhere and everything. And he just was a guy like anybody else that just wanted to get jacked and have fun doing it. You know what I mean? That's all he was. He was a guy who wanted to get big and have fun and walk around jacked. Your sister's ass. I like that one. I like that. Your sister's ass. But I feel bad for Big Lenny, but this was kind of coming. Nobody's like really shocked, that that liver had to be in bad shape too.
Yeah, it looked like he was in good shape. It looked like he was alcohol.
But I don't think, I think it was like somebody was texting me before and they were asking me about it. And they were saying, do you think it's the drugs? I mean, I think that played a little part, but I think it's a little bit of everything. I think he had bad genetics. Okay. I think it's a genetic thing. I think it's the drugs. I think it's listening to other people wanting to get huge at it, whatever it takes, that bullshit. And, after a while, it's not good. So
yeah, when you're in your season, you're still trying to do it yourself,
Yeah. I mean, when you have a distended stomach like that, that shows right there. That's an alarm, man.
Yeah,
like when it's bad, like that big, it's one thing to have a little bit of a labans down there, but when you got a fucking, you know what I mean? And the poor guy, I felt bad for him because he was really distraught over his mother dying. Because I talked to him about it.
What was that?
Very distraught. His mother died like maybe 2-3 months ago. I'm bad with time frame, but it wasn't that long ago. And he didn't have the greatest childhood and everything. So he just was like any one of us in the gym. Whatever whatever it took to get big is what he did, and he lived his life the way he wanted to live it. So that's all.
I think he died the day before. They did a a house check on him, and they said he passed away.
Oh, he died in the house? I thought he died in the hospital.
I don't know. They said that someone did a house check on him, and the ambulance went there, and he had heart
See, I don't know. I'd have to get better. Like John Bravo would know.
Johnny Bravo would know.
He was in the hospital, and
He was.
I think he did a last video. He had all tubes in him and shit. He was like, yeah, still had that Lenny personality. Making a joke, and still smiling and everything. And that's the way he was. He was a good-natured guy. He was just like, he was a typical gym rat guy who wanted to get jacked, whatever it took, goes to the gym, like all of us. It's just that sometimes you got to know when to say, holy shit, I got to take a step back now. When you're fucking stuck in the mud and you keep pulling my cousin Vinny trying to go forward, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to go back a little bit to go forward, and that's what happens.
Oh, his neighbor did it.
Yeah. Tommy, his neighbor did a house check.
Oh, his neighbor did a house check. Okay.
Correct.
All right. See, I didn't know that.
It sucks, I mean, I didn't know the guy that well. I only saw him once on RX when he came home from Dave's house in Florida, and then they called the cops on him because he got arguing with the neighbor. But other than that, I really didn't know much about him. I didn't watch the podcast with the other guys, the other lunatics he's on with. I mean, it sucks. Nobody else to see a guy die that young.
He was funny. He had some balls on him, bro. He was getting a little skimpy fucking Speedo and stand in the middle of the fucking road. Like, I'm talking about like when it, on South Beach, when it's all fucking packed.
Yep.
Really?
Thousands of tourists. He'd be standing in a little Speedo and chicks would be coming up to him like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Because he had that, look, so.
Yeah, he had crazy guys. He definitely had crazy guys.
So they, he would be taking pictures, but it takes balls to do that, So I like
balls are enough, and I'm gonna probably go with number 2.
He's done a few things in public that I was pretty shocked at, but
His buddy Big Rob died, and now it's Lenny.
Yeah, well, did he commit suicide? I think he did.
Oh,
wait, not Big Rob, but Big Rob. Wait, you're not talking about my friend Big Rob. Big Rob, not right.
Glenn
I
Garcia.
think his name was something else, Rob, wasn't it? Because his Big Rob is wait a minute. Wait, they called him something else. Something Rob. I forgot what the hell it is. But
Lenny truly regretted it.
Can we? I don't need to change the subject. I have a question. Sometime it has become frowned upon to admit that you like girls with big tits. When did this happen?
Girls with big tits?
Yes. Anytime I mention I like huge tits, I get like I'm the. And I go, I don't understand. I don't understand what the problem is. I like big tits. And well, they'll say something like, "Oh, I don't like that thing," or they'll say, "I'm more like an ass man," or guys. And if I talk to girls go, "Oh, that's you like big tits." Yeah, I like big tits. I like women that look like women. I don't like women that look. I just bought chicken right from the Chinese store. I don't like those girls.
See, if I'm gonna be with tits, chick with big tits, they better be fake. I don't like shit that hangs down.
No, I don't care if they're fake over you.
I want fake tits, and I'm not a tit guy. I'm an ass guy, and I get bombarded because I like girls that have like a 10-year-old boy's ass. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no,
remember in the movie True Lies? Remember where Bill Paxton says to fucking Arnold? He tells him, he's talking about Arnold's wife, and he goes, "Man, that chick's got an ass like a 10-year-old boy." When it was small and tight. And Arnold looks at him like this because he knew.
I like a girl who's either got a big fat fucking ass or big fat fucking tits. I don't care if it's a real or fake. You can have one fake tit and one real tit. I'll just play with one up here, play with one down. I don't give a shit.
We could hang out then. You know why?
But you know what? It annoys me too because when I was a kid growing up, everybody wanted a big tit. All the girls wanted big tits. Were everywhere. Yeah, all the guys, my friends like big tits. I have a theory. You want to hear my theory?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's my theory as to why our generation, Gen X. Well, I think you're a boomer, Greg. But
yeah, I am. I'm a 64, whatever that is.
Yeah, you're a boomer. Me and Joe are Gen X.
Boomer, baby.
So I have a theory, and there's no scientific reason.
I already know what you're gonna say. Go ahead, say it.
You're not. No way you're gonna know.
Yes, Mom.
No.
My mother didn't breastfeed me. Back then, they started with the bottles and shit.
How the fuck did you know that?
Huh? I knew what you
were going to say.
Boomers didn't fucking breastfeed. We fucking most of our.
was
back
formula.
then they started telling women, no, that's not good. Just feed
Yeah.
them from the bottle. So I was bottle fed.
Me too. So I think that our generation loves big tits because we had a hit from our mother. We had formula. And then sometime in the early 90s, we're going to start transitioning to go back to breastfeeding. And now I think they're less because they don't have mommy issues with no titties anymore.
Wait, you're saying, so let me get this straight. You're saying you like big tits because you didn't get breastfed?
Right.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. I didn't get breastfed. Does that mean that maybe I ate my mother's ass? Why do I like little asses? My mother was a model, so she had like a really nice ass, you know.
No.
I saw it on the way out. I didn't really see, you know.
My mother fed me formula and smoked the whole time I was pregnant.
I think every mother did that back in our day. They smoked, they didn't care.
Yeah,
that was our generation. Smoke, to drink and smoke, they didn't care.
There is no scientific data that proves what I'm saying. I'm just wait. But it just, and it really bothers me when people say, "Oh, I don't like big tits." When do you like big tits?
I think it has something to do with when you're growing up. Somebody, whether there was a girl you had a crush on or a teacher. I had a teacher in school. She had a little ass like this, and she had thin legs and shit. And I would pop wood. I was only in 4th grade, but she was, you know, she was hot. You know, Mrs. Giancarlo was her last name. Yeah. And I remember I used to like her hips had this like you know, she had that total bikini body. Her stomach went in so much that her hips almost like came out. It was, you know, like that real flat look. And I don't know, maybe that's why I like skinny girls. That was the first real boner giver.
I started jerking off in the 1st grade.
I didn't really jerk off shit.
It really was a jerk
I
off.
was definitely young. I was definitely young when I first.
I was just that's all.
Did you know what you were doing? I didn't. I was humping.
No clue.
I humped the pillow, and all of a sudden I'm like, "What the fuck just happened? What the fuck was that?"
No goo came out. Nothing came out. It wasn't like there was something in over there. You know what I mean? It wasn't. You know, it was just.
Well, I schpuckemed. I definitely schpuckemed, but I didn't know what the fuck it was. Then I tried to duplicate it, and it wouldn't happen right away. You know? I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Did Dave or Mr. G apologize to Big Lenny?
What happened?
Mr. G wanted to. I think Mr. G was going to come on too.
No, Mr. G became friends with Big Lenny.
They were going to fight.
He was mentoring Big Lenny at the end there. He was helping Big Lenny. He was helping him hit the bag and everything. You know, but it's just that Lenny was not well for a long time, so he didn't move right. You know what I'm saying? Even when he was, you know, he had trouble. So, but
Mr. G's on right now.
That's Mr. G
surfed
right
the
there.
hurricane today, and Lenny's on it. That's the main reason he started training.
Wow, George, you were on that fucking water? Holy shit. You're a bad motherfucker. I'm afraid to fucking I'm scared to fucking take a bath without drowning.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix this audio. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, the audio's not good, but it's all right. If we keep fucking around with the audio, the show will be over soon.
Yeah, time we get it fixed, it'll be over soon.
You gotta deal with the audio tonight. We'll have a fix next time. That's all.
No, but I like little asses. You know, I got in trouble.
I don't like little asses. I like a fucking fatty. And I don't care if it's real or fake. Everybody's like, "Ooh, you like this?" I don't give a shit. I'm not. I don't have the ability to be that selective.
John, when I worked as Dave, I think we talked about this once on RX, but when I worked at Muscular Development, right, and I was doing a Rambling Freak, I wrote this whole thing about Jamie Eason used to work with us, and she had that little ass, and I used to talk about her ass. And now also she's born again Christian or some shit, and she. Meanwhile, the fucking internet's loaded with pictures of her ass, you know.
Yeah. Don't you love that when they're born again?
No,
they always find God in around 30. You ever notice that?
Please give me a break. It's like a serial killer. He found God not when he was in the basement with 30 chicks on the meat hook downstairs in his basement. You know what I mean? It's always when he gets caught. Jesus said, "I'm forgiven." Let me tell you, God forgives sinners, not criminals. Okay, you can do what you want if you really believe all that shit. God, you raped and murdered people and children and shit, and then you're gonna say, "God, forgive me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean all that." God's gonna be okay. That's it. That's all I need to hear. Bullshit. God's gonna be like, "All right, okay, you didn't mean it. Whatever. Go in that direction right there, because you're about to get fucking some serious punishment." Anyway, but you know, like Jamie Eason then told my boss. She told Steve Blackman, "You better stop this guy. He keeps talking about my rear end and all." And so Steve's like, "Greg, can you please stop talking about like Jamie's ass and everything like that? Don't print it anymore." Because I used to talk about all. Ask Dave. He was there when I got in big trouble for that. And I'm like, "Yeah, but Steve, every picture of her is like, you know, with the ass out. She was known for her ass." You know,
it's unbelievable. They love it. You know, when they get it, they want to be a victim. You know.
Oh yeah, that's all. They all fun. I found
These
God.
fucking broads. I'm sick of these fucking.
Me too. These fitness girls.
They all find God.
They've been working out. But wait, John, they've been working out 2 years. They're already. I'm an IFBB pro, and they're certified personal trainer. You know what I mean? And you see him in the gym. You know, doing. Oh my God, what have you been training? 2 years? You know, get out of here.
They're in the gym and they think they walk on water too. They're too good to talk to anybody.
Right, and then they get that guru guy that thinks he's only trains mostly women and shit, and he's fucking giving them Anadvars and fucking Prima Bones and all that shit all the time. So they think like, you know, look at me, you know.
And the girls are like, he really knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. You know,
I have more respect for bodybuilding, though. Actual bodybuilding.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, you know, that's not my flavor though, but it's definitely I respect.
I was always curious. I always wanted to bang a bodybuilder. Never did. Like Alicia Young.
Who?
Alicia Young.
Yeah, I don't know her. I remember.
You know her. She's been on my channel before. And
a lot of them I know by sight.
Giant boobs, and she does a lot of like older fans. Like what is it? You beat up guys.
Oh, she does that shit.
Yeah.
The wrestling's to where the chicks wrestle guys and
exactly.
They carry them sometimes.
I'm trying to fix the audio, guys. So just hold on. You guys,
all right. We'll carry it.
You carry it, guys. Welcome to the Gregg and John show.
John, so I mean, Joe. So go ahead. What?
No, I always wanted to bang a bodybuilder, but I never got a chance to. It's just those girls who never get to.
No, I don't like female. I mean, it's not my flavor. But if you like that, that's one thing.
No, I get most people don't like it, and I understand why most people don't like it. I get it. Like dudes with muscle, I get it, right? But the big titty things, when girls and guys don't like big titty, I don't get it. I don't. It blows me. How do you not? And I know you're lying, right? I know you're lying because you go on Instagram and you pick up an Instagram girl with giant tits and she's got 300,000 subscribers. I'm obviously not the only one that likes big tits. I just doesn't understand it.
I think it go like if you're a jack chick with big muscles, you know what I mean? I think to have big tits, you can't have a flat chest. It just doesn't look right.
No.
But you know, is that your dog?
Yeah.
What happened to Joe?
I got 3 dogs. I got a bulldog, a pit bull, and a conic corso.
Holy shit!
Yeah, man.
Did he get along?
Yeah. They go since they're puppies. But yeah, I think that's how you can tell if bodybuilding girls are gay or which bodybuilding girls are straight. If the bodybuilding girls are straight, they kind of want to feminine, and they get the boobs done and hair done and nails done, right? And if they're gay, it's just I want to look like be a man and no tits.
I don't know. I when I think of female bodybuilders that I like, I go back to Gladys Porch.
Oh, my internet connection isn't good either.
John's internet connection isn't good.
This fucking sucks.
I can still hear everything he's saying. It's. I don't know what the hell's going on. Joe disappeared. He's in cyber. Here he comes. Joe disappeared. Maybe he's trying to fix it.
I bet there's StreamYard. This shit's gonna happen to me last week with StreamYard. I guarantee you, it's the system.
I don't know what the hell it is, but we're We're professionals.
Very, very professional.
You ever what was that movie with fucking Denzel Washington? Was it Man on Fire? I'm a professional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what? It's nothing personal. Joe, are you there?
Greg, I'm coming, Greg.
Okay. On the bodybuilding clinic. You know, I never had that experience with the diet.
Do you think that Joe might be masturbating and he purposely blocked us out? Well, he said he was coming. George is gonna love this, Joe.
Oh, John Mancini says mine is perfect.
I feel like chef of the future.
Oh, thank you, John. Okay, good. I'm glad you can hear me.
Greg, your mics are good. Okay, thank you, John.
Yeah.
All right. So
I want you and Joe to come on next week and do Growing Up Italian on my other channel.
Definitely, I'll definitely do that.
That's just John. What's your limit on dating? What should her woman man ratio? Goes open. First of all, I really think I'm married. So that's number one. But if I was, what's my limit? There's no limit. Like, whichever girl I like. You know,
I think he means are they going to be jacked, super jacked? Like, do you want one that's like fucking like I'll rip out your neck and shit down the hall?
I like yeah. I like the bodybuilding chicks on their off season, and especially if they have big tits, because then big bowl big. But I never had a chance, dude.
Checking.
Bodybuilding girls do not fucking like it. They did. I don't know what the deal is. It is what it is.
I tell you, I mean, it's all a matter of flavor. They gotta look good, and I don't want to kiss a chick with a beard and shit like that. You know.
Did you ever notice that the fitness girls usually go for like the real big guys that will carry their bags around and their mirror and stuff backstage?
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
All the time.
Oh, dude, I was with a female bodybuilder years before I met Lucia, and we went to the diner eating a cheeseburger. The shit's all over my face and shit, and she's like, "Oh,
all right.
All right, what do you got, George?
I think you're right. I think it is StreamYard.
Yeah, I think so. The same thing was happening to me yesterday, man. It was all fucked up.
It happened to me about a week ago. Ever since this new company took over, StreamYard's horrible.
Yeah, it's been a lot of issues with StreamYard.
A lot of issues. But either way, the odds that Gregg's microphone is the best is fucking hysterical.
That shows that you guys are fucked up.
Yeah.
You guys are fucked up with my microphone.
Yeah, I do think it's StreamYard. So, hey, good luck with this fucking show. Good luck with this fucking show.
George, I got to ask you a question. Goodbye.
Anyway, what I was trying to say is the chick was watching when I'm eating. She's like, first of all, I can't believe you're eating a fucking hamburger with a bun. Second of all, I hope you're not going to eat those fries. And I'm like, yeah, fuck, hell yeah, I am. You know, like, that's why I don't want some chick in the industry. This is my shit. You know what I mean? You do your shit, I do my shit. I'll meet you in the middle. I don't want some chick, or when you get one that comes in the gym with you and she's like, how many more sets do you have? I want to get out of here.
Oh,
how
no.
much longer? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, hell no.
No. So, all right. Well, should we go back to talking about Big Lenny? I don't want to.
Everyone keeps talking about, they want to talk about Big Lenny.
All right.
Everyone in the chat wants Big Lenny respect, I guess, though.
Yes.
No. I've only talked to him twice or 3 times in my life.
I love Big Lenny. He was a good
But
man.
he was supposed to actually come on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he didn't respond to me.
You know?
I never spoke to him. I guess the only time I ever watched him on Orange, he seemed very entertaining, and he seemed like, and I didn't know about him, he seemed like a big teddy bear. He didn't seem harmful or anything like that. You know, he looked like he was just trying to get by and enjoy his life. It is what it is.
He was a big teddy bear, and he wasn't harmful. He just wanted to be one of the guys, and he really wanted to like do something with himself. Like, you know, he wanted to be jacked. He's no different than any one of us guys. He's just a character. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like some of the websites exploited him, you know, putting him on and wanting him to do crazy shit, you know. And I seen a few of his friends fucking with cameras, you know what I mean? You know, go suck this tranny's dick or whatever. You know, this shit he did that was a little fucked up, that I think that, you know, he kind of realized, hey, you guys are fucking me over. You know what I mean? Like, don't do me like that. But you know, he was a great guy, and there was nothing wrong with him. He was no different than any of us, to be honest with you. I know he looked a little, you know, because of the gut and everything. I know he looked like that, but that's because a lot of these guys, dude, I look like a retard walking around with all that fucking goddamn. I had the hematoma in my one arm. It looked like a giant. Like Bob Bonham used to sit there and tell me, we'd be in a diner and he'd look at me, bro, I can't even eat. You got to fucking hide that thing. You know what I mean?
Greg, I heard he was taking a lot of gear, though. A lot.
Who, Lenny?
Yes.
Yeah, but everyone, you know how many of these guys sitting watching us now probably taking a lot of gear?
Yeah, but I think he was going crazy with.
I think, you know what it is? I think he had issues, okay, which means I think his genetics weren't that great. And the gear he was making, really, I don't know what the hell, because it wasn't really, you know, it wasn't taking, so to speak. You know what I mean? It just, I think all it did was make his liver huge. He had some sort of condition where I think
it's all speculation at this point. We really don't know what happened. So.
Right. No, I'm not trying to speculate what happened, but I mean, they're saying like, you know, everybody put him on their website because I felt like they exploited him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like they did with that kid, Jason Genova. That kid was like, you know.
Oh, didn't they have like a podcast together?
Yeah, they all knew each other because I think they all lived in that same area, didn't they?
Yeah, the Del Rey Misfits.
The Del Rey.
That's right.
The Del Rey Misfits. Yeah.
That's what it was. I've always heard of it, but I never watched that.
Yeah.
No,
Mr. G said his mom died 4 weeks prior.
Yeah, they were good, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. His mom died. That's when I talked to him, because he was going through it, and I told him, dude, I'm an orphan. Both my parents are dead, and my sister's dead. My ex-girlfriend's dead. You know what I mean? So, I was giving him a little talking, and he was like, "Thank you." But he was just like, I feel like he was just like anybody else. It's just that his health issues, he ignored. There's a lot of guys who ignore health issues. I mean, not for nothing, but I know that Rich
Well, he
Piana.
didn't look like the type of guy that was going to go to the doctor on a regular basis.
Well, you know what it is? We're bodybuilders. Instead of going to the doctor, I called Dave Palumbo. Dave, listen, my ass is burning. He's like, well, stop sticking things up there. No, he's like, like if I said something, if something happens, because we think we can fix everything. You know what I mean? We talk to gurus, we talk to other bodybuilders. Bro, I'm having trouble with this. What do you think? You know what? Stop taking this to that. I think that is common. But there's a lot of guys that ignore it. Like again, Rich Piana had like some serious warning signs before. He knew he had heart issues.
Yeah, Mr. G knows.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is with these? I think these bodybuilders that are really big, and I think High Green is a perfect example of it. I think their identity is how big they are and how muscular they are, and that's how they see themselves. That's how they want to see themselves. They don't want to let go of that. It's very difficult for somebody who built a life around bodybuilding and is 300 pounds. So all of a sudden they say, okay, let's drop weight and healthy and so on so forth. I have to regain myself. I think a lot of guys do that. And I think that's why Kai is still 300 pounds. I mean, that's my opinion.
Well, I think that's all they
Because
have.
why would you be 300 pounds at 50 years old? Like Kai could still have a crowd if he lost 50 pounds. Right? Jake Cutler put it, he's a fan favorite. There's no reason he's not big. But there's a lot of guys that were just the size. And at that point, it's not even anymore. It's the point where the amount of calories you're eating, and you can do a small amount of juice, keep that size on. How long did it take Dave to get down to 200 pounds? He said it took him like a few years before he actually went from 300 to 200, right?
Well, now he's on his way back up.
Now it's back up.
I tell him all the time. He's like, well, that's because I had the heart thing. And no, it's not.
Yeah.
But listen, and I only wish the best. I love Dave. But here's the thing. I think that you have to see the warning signs if you're a bodybuilder or you're lifting weights. I think some guys have no life either. Do you understand? In other words, the gym is their life. There's no girlfriend. There's never been a girlfriend. You don't have kids. You don't have family. You're basically living alone. And what happens is the gym becomes your only best friend.
You're only out.
Right. And then you start doing all shit and you can't, I'd rather, who was the guy? I'd rather live like a lion than die like, whatever, small or like a lamb or some shit like that. And that's not true. Everybody says that until they're on their deathbed. They're like, God, I made a mistake. I was kidding. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because, dude, there comes a time, even Arnold Schwarzenegger and all those great bodybuilders Arnold with a shirt off looks like a guy who might have been once athletic, but you would never know he was that great bodybuilder. I've seen Arnold in person a gazillion times. And the other thing is what I like is actually what Arnold said in the Netflix show when he talked about, he looked in the mirror and he said, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Everybody looks at me like, yeah, that's Arnold. Like, that's the body I want. Everybody wants. And he goes, I look at myself now and I see this old man and I've got tits. And he goes, when the fuck how did I get tits? I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not supposed to have tits.
But Arnold is the perfect example. Arnold left bodybuilding and reinvented himself to movies.
Right.
I'm not saying that the average Joe can't do that, but you can reinvent yourself into another hobby or another identity. So
if you have a family, right, and people that love you and a support network, and you got a wife or a girlfriend or whatever your spin is, even a boyfriend, whatever your spin is, okay, then usually those people help you and everything. But whenever these guys that can't let go, they're usually a loner. If you ever notice that, you know what I mean? I don't want to talk anything about Kai Green, but these guys, they don't have girlfriends. They don't, maybe they'll see a girl, but they don't have a family. They don't have children. You know what I mean?
The bodybuilding still comes first.
Yeah.
Right, and that's not right.
No, it's not. It's ridiculous. It's
That's
absolutely
very bad. And it's that kind of guy that lives in the basement, just fucking all day. His whole life is like, today for breakfast I gotta have like my protein.
Nick Walker, he jumped out of the Olympia. Also, people are talking about that. Do you think that was also a sign too that maybe he needs to slow down whatever he's doing?
Who knows?
We were talking about it last night on my show. It's complete speculation, but the truth is, I really don't know. Nobody really knows.
No.
But I don't think you could just drop out. I was talking to Jason Odds. He was in the Olympia several times. If you drop out of the Olympia a week before and you sign the contract and you're ready to go, they can find you. They can take you up to a year.
That's right. Jason's right. Yep.
He said unless you have a serious reason. So to me, I think there's more to it. I don't know if it's medical. I don't know if it's business. I don't know if it's personal, like my family. I don't know. But it seems like it's a lot more to it. But he is going to Olympia. He's at the Raw. He's at the Raw booth. Matt Jensen, right?
He was going to be a top 5 guy, top 3.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you though. The guys that are going to. The guys are so good today. I know everybody has their opinion. The other guy, the guys from yesteryear were so much better. The guys today are so good. I don't think he was going to be able to break top 4 or 5 this year.
First of all, the guys of today are much bigger. They're just
bigger,
They're not as conditioned.
And they have great shape. The top 5 guys in the Olympia. You look at Derek, Hadi, Sampson, Andrew Jack, Brandon, Curry. These guys have great shape.
But they're not conditioned the way the old guys were. They don't have that look. I feel that it's, and the reason why is I just think it's too much drugs. After a while, come on, the human being hasn't evolved since Mike Christian and guys like that were on stage. You know what I mean? But these guys today, you cut off their heads. I can't tell who the fuck Hanny Chopin is or any, and you know what I'm saying? Like their bodies all have that like fucking 6 foot wide shoulders. Legs is 40-inch round legs. 38-inch rip waist, and it all looks the same to me. I'm sorry, but to me the physiques are.
You're not wrong.
But I'm just saying. I think that what happened with Nick Walker was probably, I don't know Nick Walker from a hole in the ground, but I think it's probably something that maybe it was health. Who knows? Listen, you can't be that big. Nobody, even Big Ramy. Where's Big Ramy? Where's Raleigh? Winkler, where's all those guys? What happened to you only have a certain window to be that jacked. You can't. You're driving your fucking car. I don't care, even a race car. You're driving that thing 200 fucking miles down the fucking road, the car's shaking like this, and before you know it, nuts and bolts start flying. You're like, man, this thing's gonna fucking blow up. When you can't be that big, it's not good. You have organs and everything else. It's just no good. You know what I mean? I'm not saying
right. The guys that are huge mass sponsors usually don't last that long.
You can't. It's just that nature. You know what I'm saying?
The guys like the Tony Freemans, the Derek, the Dexter Jacksons, they tend to last because they don't have stress on them.
Yeah, but Dave Palumbo always says, well, I think it's the COVID shot that's killing everybody. They all took that. No, it's not. These guys have been dying now for at least 15 years or so. It's been going on. You know what I mean? It's been like, maybe not 15, but like since maybe 2010, 11, 12, even the guy Sandow, fucking, Luke Sandow, and all these other people. I know, but still, it's there's a lot of girls and amateur guys and foreign guys and all. It's just there's something more. It's not just
now. Is it happening more often, or is it the fact that we have social media and no one?
I think I know what you're saying, and it's a good point. But I think I think it is a little bit more often. I mean, all the old guys from the Olympia from when Lee Haney competed. Maybe there's a few, Phil Hernan and shit, who's not around anymore. But most of those guys are still around, and they know, and none of them look the way they did. Do you ever see Lee Haney right now? If you saw Lee Haney, he's not jacked.
No, he's got to be in his 60s, right?
Lee Haney and I are the same age, if I'm correct, because I know Lee very well. Stayed in my house, blah blah blah.
Also, they always put the body into their 30s and 40s. Lee Haney was retired at 31.
Well, wait a minute. So that's smart though. That's the way he said. That's because now he can live his life. He's probably healthy as a horse, right? It's different. That's why I'm a hyper responder, bro. I can get jacked in no time. I would never, ever do.
I think Nick just pushed the envelope too much, like this guy was saying. I think his body's rejected.
We are speculating. We don't really know.
We don't know, but I think
I've never talked to Nick Walker in my life, and if he walked by me, aside from the fact that he's jacked, I'm not sure which. You know, you could have 10 of those guys. Him, Big Ramy. I've met Big Ramy, but I'm just saying, a lot of those guys, I wouldn't even know who the fuck they are. I lost. It's just not. You know, back in the day, you can cut off each guy's fucking head, and you go, "Oh shit, that's Vince Taylor. Oh, Sean Ray." You know what I'm saying? You knew. I mean, it just, I don't know. Maybe I sound like my father. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm 48 and I'm impressed with bodybuilders. But I understand what you're saying. But I am very impressed with the top bodybuilders. I think these guys are big. They have great shape. They're coming in condition. They might not be as chiseled as the guys from the 90s, but you look at the. All right. If you don't have good hamstrings, they don't even look at the stage anymore. It's like that's it. You know, condition where you can get by with no glutes back in the 80s. You know, you had a lot of guys that were better than glutes and hamstring, right? And Lee Haney ripped the hamstrings, glutes, right? Gary was the first guy, and it was, like I said, a handful.
I think, you know, I mean, I'm fucking, you know, I showed my fucking glutes on RX and tables.
Yeah, you got some nice glutes.
I have, and I don't even I'm not even doing shit. So what I'm saying is, I think that with time and years of training, you all get ripped glutes. It's that Rich Gasparri was the first one to shove those pants up his ass and stick his ass out like this, and those things were really stride. I think that blew people's mind. Yeah. I mean, Rich. Now,
if you look, now they all have, you know, like Derek, Adi.
Well, if you have a muscular ass and no body fat, you should have ripped glutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I don't know. There's something wrong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's a guy going into this John Jr. It was John Jr. This guy, he doesn't have the flow or muscle separation, but this guy comes in and shit. His lower back, his hand, just rip rainy muscle. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the old school. Those guys were really conditioned. I feel like these guys, but when you do drugs, everything, like the amount of drugs I'm talking about now, it's way different. You know, half the drugs that are around now weren't even around. You know, there was no fucking Trembolin in the 90s. And if there was, you know, Parabolin, you know what I mean, which was, you know, which Trembolin's really a knockoff of that.
Right.
But what company makes Trembolin? No, don't give me that.
They're all underground.
Fuck you with all that shit with these guys. They don't know what they're talking about. I know. Trust me. None of that shit comes. You can't go no pharmacy anywhere and find Trembolin. It just doesn't exist.
You know, Dave mentioned that Nick possibly, he didn't know, might have got bad gear. Did you hear that?
That makes great clickbait, but I don't believe that.
I don't think so either. I don't believe that either.
These guys all know who to get. They're so picky with that shit.
Especially his trainer. I mean, his trainer is one of the best in the business.
Yes,
That's a great fucking clickbait thing. Dave's a genius when it comes to that stuff. He knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? But it got a lot of people to watch the video.
Of course.
You know, it's not. I don't believe that shit. And it's not from bad juice. There's something else going on, and only Nick knows. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We don't know. But I can tell you that when you are 300 pounds of muscle, you got to be a precise chemistry. You could look great 1 hour and you see the guy 20 minutes later and go, what the fuck happened to you from 20 minutes ago? You know what I mean? The water comes on. It's just, it's crazy. What was that? I can hear myself.
You now?
Yeah, I can hear an echo. Hello. Lucia,
yeah, that's you now.
Are you there?
How's that?
Wow.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Whatever you did, fixed it.
Whatever you did, fixed it.
Oh, I just clicked that.
You fixed it. I don't know how you fixed it when it's on Joe's thing, right? Joe?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fixed.
Yeah, it is fixed. I don't hear myself anymore. I can't stand hearing myself one time, much less hear myself 3 times.
Oh, I hate my voice.
Yeah.
I do too. Holy Christ.
I think I'm going to, guys, I'm going to try and wrap up because this echo thing is bothering a lot of people. I got to check out with StreamYard what's going on. I thank you guys. I know it was a fucked up show, but thank also Lucia and Matt Crosby, all those people, congrats, and all these people in the chat. Ben Garcia, John Mancini, the Echo people that's been helping us, everyone in this world.
This show's been very professional.
Yeah, very professional. I don't know what happened. George and me are going to talk after this.
I'm telling you, I think it's StreamYard because I think it was happening to me last week.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully we can fix this. Guys, thank you guys, brothers. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right, later.
You got it, brother. I'll talk to you later, Greg.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right. I'll talk to you, Joe.